Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have studied about friction and the types of friction. What is friction? When there is a relative motion between two objects, then the opposing force will come into exist to oppose the motion of that body. That is called what? Friction. Friction is classified into three types. Right? Friction is classified into three types. What are three types we have learned? Static friction, rolling friction and kinetic friction. So out of these three, static friction is more as compared to kinetic and rolling friction. Now let us see whether the friction that is occurring between two surfaces is necessary or not. So it is necessary or not, we'll have to see here. Okay, right. So let us know what are the advantages as well as the disadvantages of friction. So at first we are going to know about the advantages of friction. What are the advantages of friction? Let us see here. First one is what? Friction enables us to walk on the ground. So without frictional force, it is difficult for us to walk on the ground. How? Let us see. A surface is rougher surface. A surface is rough surface. We can walk. Yes, the grip of us on that surface is good. When if the surface is polished surface, very smooth surface. For example, nowadays all we are using tiles in our homes, right? It may easily slip because the friction, because of a smooth surface, the friction is very less. So if we correctly balance, then only we can able to walk. Otherwise, what happen? We slip and fall, right? So to walk on the ground, it required to have friction. As well as friction enables us to drive vehicles. So what is the reason that friction helps in driving vehicles? See, we can drive vehicles without friction, no problem. But when we start, during start, no need of any friction force. But when you want to stop the car, we should apply brakes, right? Yes. What is applying a brake phenomena? The rubber that connected to the tire due to friction means a large force act on this tire by application of a small rubber. What happens? Due to the friction present between the gripping rubber and the tire makes the vehicle to stop. For example, imagine your bicycle, right? If you want to stop the bicycle, we are applying the brakes. What happens? The rubber that is in contact with the rim opposes the motion and makes it stop. So we can drive vehicles without friction. We cannot stop the vehicles. Next, nails and screws are held together because of friction. As you know, in our homes, when we strike the nail with a hammer into a wall, it tightly fits into the ground when it is a rough surface. If it is smooth surface, there is no grip, so that nails and screw cannot fit without friction. And see, tires of vehicles are made rough to increase friction and provide good road grip. See, we said that the grip is more means what? When the tire surface is rough, it acts as a good rough surface and the friction will be more. But the problem is what? If it has more friction, the tear and wear of tires will also occur because of the friction only. Okay, that we will discuss in disadvantages. Next, writing on a paper or on a board required the grip of the pen, right? So it should be grip between these surfaces. What? The two surfaces should be irregular and there should be frictional force. So these are all what? Advantages of friction. What about the disadvantages of friction? See, first one, already we said that friction causes the wear and tear of machine parts. Even tires also wear and tear because of what? More friction. Right? Next, work done to overcome friction. For example, this is a body. It is moving with uniform motion. If it is a smooth surface, very smooth surface, there is no friction, the body cannot stop. But if the body has to move towards particular point, means if the body has to move means what? There should be an extra work is done to move the object, right? and extra work is done to move the object. So we can say that work done is required to overcome friction. So when extra work is done, there is some loss of energy. If there is loss of energy, the efficiency of the engine will decreases. So because of friction present between the machine parts, the efficiency as well as loss of energy will be there. Because of loss of energy, the efficiency of the engine will decreases. Next, see here, the energy spent to overcome friction between various parts of the machine is converted into heat energy. So these are all what? Disadvantages of friction. Finally, what we can say, whether friction is required for us or not. Yes, to walk, to ride, to drive the vehicles we require friction. But when there is friction, there is some loss of energy and extra work is done. So we can clearly say that friction is necessary. In some cases, not necessary. So we can say that only one statement as friction is an necessary evil. Evil means not good for us, but it is necessary. So friction is an what? A necessary evil. How to reduce friction? Okay, friction cannot make zero, but we can reduce friction, right? Yes, we have different methods are there to reduce friction. Let us know the methods of reducing friction. Methods of reducing friction. What is the cause of friction? Mainly rough surface. So what we can do, the surfaces can be made smooth by polishing, right? By polishing the surfaces, the surface become smooth. A smooth surface offers less friction. So we can reduce the friction by polishing the surface. Next, one more disadvantage of what? We said that in machines there exists a friction between machine parts which causes loss of energy. That loss of energy can be cause decrease in the performance, right? Yes. So what we can use here is use of lubricants in machine parts. Use of lubricants in machine parts means lubricants. Best example, grease. For example, in our cycle or a bike, they use grease so that the grease acts as a smooth layer that reduces the friction between two surfaces, decreasing the loss of energy. Next, use of ball bearings. Next, the shape of the object also makes, for example, the cars. If we take a car, the shape, the artification of materials such as steel and other alloys to make machine parts. So there also we can what? We can reduce the friction. So these are all what methods of reducing friction: by polishing the surface, use of lubricants in machine parts, use of ball bearings, or use of which anti-friction materials or metals. What are the anti-friction metals? Such as steel acts as anti-friction metal and other alloys to make machine parts. So by using these we can reduce friction. So this what the advantages, disadvantages and methods of reducing friction. Okay, see, let us consider a question based on friction. This is a very important question. Let's see. The rear side of a truck is open and a box of 40 kg mass is placed 5 meters away from open end. The coefficient of friction between the box and the surface of the truck is 0.15. On a straight road, the truck starts from rest and acceleration is 2 meter per second square. At what distance from the starting does the box fall off the truck? So these are the questions we have seen. There is a truck, backside it has open end. A box is placed. For example, this is open truck and a box is placed. What is the mass of the box? 40 kg at a distance of 5 meters. Okay, the truck starts, initial velocity is what? 0, and the coefficient of friction is what? Mu is equals to 0.15. See, what are the given things? Mass of the box, how much? 40 kg. Force of friction between the surfaces is 0.15. It starts with initial velocity 0 and acceleration is 2 meter per second square. Now, since this is moving in this direction, this explains the force, right? Yes. Force experienced in the box. Force experienced by the box. What is the force experienced by box? F is equals to ma. Means the force exerted by the truck. Mass of the box is 40. Acceleration of the truck is what? 2. So 80 newtons. Force of friction. What is the force of friction? As we know, F dash is equals to what? Mu into mg. Is it right? Either it is static friction, you taken that Fs is equals to what? Mu s into mg. What is mu s? 0.15. M is 40 into 9.8. So this is 58.8 newtons. So 80 newtons force acting in this direction. The force of fixed action opposite direction. Now what is the net force? Net force acting on the truck, right? Net force F is equals to F minus F dash. Force acting by the truck is 80 and force of friction is 58.8. So you get 21.2 newtons, the net force acting on the box that is coming backwards. Okay. Now, what is the acceleration of the box? Net force, right? By mass. What is the net force? 21.2. Mass of the truck, mass of the box is 40. So how much you get? 0.53 meter per second square. Okay. Now, how much time it will take to fall, right? Yes. Using, we know that. S is equals to ut plus half at square. The distance it is away from open end is what? 5 meters. It starts from initial velocity 0 plus half into a is 0.53 into t square. That implies t square is equals to 2 into 5 by 0.53. If you send a square also, again it becomes root 4.34 seconds. So after 4.5434 seconds, the box will fall down. But actual question is what? The distance from the starting point does the box fall off the truck? So we should calculate what? Distance covered by the truck in 4.34 seconds with the acceleration 2 meter per second square. So what is the distance travel formula? Same. S is equals to ut plus half at square. We should calculate distance. It starts from initial velocity 0 plus half into 0.53 into 4.34 whole square. So calculate this one. It travels a distance of what? 18.84 meters. So after traveling the truck to a distance of 18.84 meters, the box falls down. See, clear question is what? There is a truck, it is moving. Okay, so the truck is moving, the truck is applying the force on this one is 80 newtons, and the force of friction acting we calculated, right? How much? 58.8 newtons. So it should travel how much distance to fall? 5 meters. Since the net force is this direction, so it will fall obviously. So what is the net force? A is equals to F minus F dash by M. We calculated with what acceleration? That is, we got 0.53 meter per second square. Now to travel a distance of this one with this acceleration, how much time taken? Sorry, here this is not acceleration, this acceleration what ma? 2. So with acceleration what? 0.53 net acceleration. So it takes a time of 4.34 seconds. So in this 4.34 seconds, how much distance covered by the truck in 4.34 seconds in acceleration? 2 meter per second square. Okay, so here 2 cancel. If you take 4.34 whole square, you get 18.84 meters. Clear? So this way we can get the questions based on friction. Understood?